There's something powerful about women receiving the information they should have had all along, about girls learning not to be ashamed of their bodies, about difficult conversations becoming normal conversations, about community, about being informed. And for the past 1 year, that has been the work of the Informed Mothers. Today, I'm here to tell you the Informed Mothers is 1 year old. My name is Sunday Success Mboreng, and I am the founder and executive director of the Informed Mothers. And in this video, I want to take you behind the curtains of the past 1 year. I'm going to reintroduce the Informed Mothers to those of you who are new, share what we've accomplished this past year, be honest about the challenges we have faced, and answer questions that you, our community, sent in. So get comfortable, because this is not a short story. This is our story. So what exactly is the Informed Mothers? At our core, we are a women's health initiative focused on promoting health literacy among women and girls. We do this by providing culturally relevant and evidence-based health information, helping them understand their rights and become their own health advocates in their health journey. Our ultimate goal is to improve health outcomes and build healthier communities. At the Informed Mothers, we deliver our work using a life course framework, because we believe that to truly empower a woman, you cannot start talking to her only when she is pregnant, ignoring the other important parts of her life. So we deal with the woman throughout the entire life course, from girlhood to motherhood and beyond. And that is why our work is delivered into 3 structured pillars: informed girlhood, informed motherhood, and whole woman health. First, informed girlhood. This is where it all begins. This is about health literacy and rights awareness for adolescent girls, teaching them to navigate their bodies and health without shame. Then we have informed motherhood, which focuses on maternal health, breaking down the complexities of pregnancy and postpartum so that women can make decisions from a place of knowledge and not fear. We actually just rounded up the pilot edition of this series, and seeing the impact on ground has been life-changing. And finally, whole woman health, because a woman is a complete person. Outside being a mother, outside being a girl, a woman is a complete person. And this pillar deals with mental health, reproductive rights, and the whole journey throughout the life course, including crucial areas which are often ignored, like midlife women's health and menopause. No matter the age, we are here to make sure no woman or girl has to navigate her health journey in the dark. So what have we actually been doing this past year? From day one, our commitment has been to reach women and girls, both online and offline. We didn't just want to exist on a screen. We wanted to create safe spaces for health and body literacy. And looking back at this past year, I'm incredibly proud of how much we have put in motion. First, we built and successfully ran structured pilot editions for all 3 of our thematic series: informed girlhood, informed motherhood, and whole woman health. Not just content, structured, intentional, research-informed series that map directly into the life course of a woman. Each one with its own focus, its own audience, and its own role in the bigger picture of women's health in Cameroon. And that foundation is something we will be building on in the years to come. Through this series, we created safe spaces for health education, body literacy, learning without shame, honest conversations without judgment. We held live panel discussions, real conversations with real experts and real women on topics that matter. And one of the most memorable moments of this journey was a live event we hosted on International Women's Day, a moment that reminded us of how powerful community, vulnerability, and shared experiences can truly be. That event showed us what the Informed Mothers can look like at scale, and we have not stopped thinking about it. Behind the scenes, We also worked on practical resources designed to support women more intentionally, including the development of our bed plan, a project we are incredibly proud to launch soon. And this one is very dear to my heart because as a midwife, I have sat with women and I have encountered women who arrived at the facility with no clear idea of what was going to happen, with no clear understanding of their rights in birth, throughout pregnancy, and even in postpartum, and no voice of what happens to them, of what happens to their bodies. But this bed plan changes that because it is not just a bed plan, it is an advocacy tool, and it will be made available to the general public very, very soon. So stay connected as we prepare to launch. Okay. As you can tell, this past year has been a very busy year for us at the Informed Mothers. And one of the most beautiful parts of this journey has been the people. It takes a village to build a movement. And the passion of the people behind the Informed Mothers is what keeps the wheels turning every single day. So shout out to the Informed Mothers team. This past year has been filled with growth, learning, community, and meaningful impacts. We've been testing what works, what didn't, and proving that when women are informed, communities change. Over the past year, one thing this journey has continuously reminded us is that impact is not always loud. Sometimes, impact looks like a young girl finally understanding her body without fear or shame. Sometimes, it looks like a woman feeling confident enough to ask questions during her healthcare visits. Sometimes, it looks like someone quietly realizing for the first time that her health concerns are valid and deserving of attention. Through the Informed Mothers, we've had conversations with women from different backgrounds, different communities, and different stages of life. And one thing that continues to connect all these experiences is the need for safe, trustworthy, and compassionate health education. We've seen women and girls engage more comfortably in conversations that were considered uncomfortable. We've watched our community grow into a space where people feel safer asking questions, sharing experiences, and learning together. And beyond the numbers, beyond the views, beyond the engagement, the real impact has always been the people, the messages, the testimonies, the moments where someone says, I didn't know this before, or this helped me understand myself better. Those moments remind us why this work matters. Because at the heart of the Informed Mothers, it's not just information, it's empowerment, it's confidence, it's advocacy. It is helping women and girls feel seen, informed, and being capable of making decisions about their health with dignity and clarity. And knowing that even one person has been positively impacted by this work makes every effort worth it. Over the past year, as the Informed Mothers continued to grow, so did the conversations around it. People became curious about the vision, the journey, and the impact behind everything we do. So, for the next part of this video, I'm going to be answering some questions from our audience and taking you a little further on the behind the scenes of the Informed Mothers. First question: what has been the biggest challenge in creating trust and open conversations around women's health topics, especially in communities where these discussions are still considered sensitive? I think one of the challenges has been navigating the silence and stigma that still surrounds women's health conversations in many communities. There are still topics people consider too sensitive to discuss openly, especially surrounding sexual health, reproductive health, mental health, menstruation, consent, and body literacy. And because of that silence, many women grow up with fear, shame, misinformation, and unanswered questions about their own bodies. So for us, building trust required intentionality. It meant creating conversations that felt safe, respectful, relatable, and non-judgmental. And we quickly realized that people are more willing to engage when they feel seen instead of being criticized. And another important lesson was understanding that trust is not built overnight. It's built slowly through consistency, understanding, honesty, listening to people's experiences, and showing up even when conversations become difficult. And honestly, one of the most rewarding things has been seeing women become more open, feel more safe to ask questions which they were afraid to ask before. That shift may feel small to some people, but for us, it represents progress, it represents awareness and empowerment. And that is exactly why this work matters. Next question. I would like to know what it has been like over the year in terms of activities, challenges, shortcomings faced in order to make sure women are informed about their health. This past year has honestly been a journey of learning, growth, impact, and continuous adaptation. In terms of activities, we have worked in creating educational content, live panel discussions, community interactions, building structured thematic series, and engaging with women and girls both online and offline. But alongside the progress came challenges too. One challenge has been trying to balance vision with resources, trying to build meaningful impact while still navigating growth as an initiative. Also, another challenge or shortcoming which we have encountered is the capacity of what we want to do, or there's so much we want to do which is more than our current capacity. For example, the ideas that we have planned to execute and we haven't executed yet. There are projects which we are working on gradually and so many other things behind the scenes. But despite all these challenges, this past year has been incredibly fulfilling and we are so happy and grateful for where we are right now. And we look forward to an even more impactful second year. And now the final question and the most important. Who funds your work? Well, at the moment, our work through the Informed Mothers is driven by passion and commitment and a dedicated team who believes in the vision and in what we are building. Over the past year, many of our projects, our initiatives, our series has been supported by personal support, volunteerism from our dedicated volunteer team. As a growing initiative, we are still in the process of expanding our capacity, expanding our partnerships, collaborations, opportunities from other organizations as well, which believe in the work that we are building. But despite all this, one thing which has remained constant is the commitment with which we approach our work, the commitment, the passion, because right from day one, we have always been driven by passion and that desire to see that every woman and girl is able to take charge of her health journey, is able to find her voice in healthcare, in the community, and wherever she finds herself, is able to understand her body a little bit more. So that is what has driven our work all this past year. And as we celebrate 1 year of the Informed Mothers, one thing is very clear for us. This is just the beginning. Obviously, there's still so much work to be done, so many conversations that need to be had, so many women and girls that need to be reached because they still lack access to the information and the understanding of their rights, of their health, of their bodies. So we are committed to expanding our reach to those women who are yet to find their voices and to those women who are in the undeserved communities. So there is a lot of work to be done. Moving forward, our vision is to continue growing the Informed Mothers into a trusted women's health platform for advocacy and education, both online and offline. And we also understand that meaningful impacts, meaningful journeys, or movements like this are not built alone. They are built by people who believe in the work we are doing. They are built by people who believe that women and girls deserve a better understanding of their bodies, of their rights, and they deserve better health information to navigate their healthcare journeys. Because at the Informed Mothers, we believe that informed women build informed communities. So this is a call for partners, call for volunteers. If you have watched this video up to this time and you see that what we are doing aligns with you or is something that you deeply believe in as well, then we are opening our doors to you. So you can support the Informed Mothers in any way, either by volunteering your time, your skills, your knowledge, either by financial support. Maybe you want to collaborate with the Informed Mothers. Our doors are open. So reach out to the Informed Mothers today and let us build healthier communities and more informed women and girls. As we come to the end of this video, to everyone who has been part of this journey so far, thank you for growing with us. Thank you for learning with us. Thank you for believing in us. This is 1 year of the Informed Mothers. We are happy to have you here, and we hope that you're going to stay with us as we continue growing together and we continue impacting lives together. We hope to see you on our 2nd anniversary. And like we always say, there's no the Informed Mothers without you. So thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in the Informed Mothers. Bye. Until next time.